So, I know I probably should put this somewhere, right? Sorry. Oh, the keyboard. Okay. So, I don't really know how to start this video. I just want to say that what I'm gonna say is probably gonna annoy a lot of people because it's a really, like, sensitive topic, I guess you could say. But I feel like nobody really talks about this, and I feel like a lot of people are just being very entitled on the internet. I just want to talk about it. This is my opinion, honestly. Um, I am a person, of course. But I have a lot of mental issues. Okay, I just want to clear that out because I don't want to be like, I'm not talking about a subject without having any like prior experience. Like I actually have gone through a lot of crap. Okay, so when I see these things, I just get so angry. Mental illness humor. What the heck is like? Okay, so I go on Instagram. Well, I'm not on Instagram anymore, but when I went on Instagram, I would go onto the search, like the explore page, and I would always see these like memes or something of like depression. No, wait. Yeah, well, I would see some stuff like that, and it would be like, oh, all the time I feel like dying, ha ha ha, like, oh, like, you know, uh, and things like that. But like, I'm gonna try to give a better example because that was a terrible example. Um, there are a lot of eating disorder memes, and it's like, you know, me, not eating, like only eating a raspberry in a day, and like some stupid thing. Like those kinds of memes. You know what I'm talking about? You get the point. And I go to the comments because I'm pissed at this point. I saw the one of like anxiety. It was anxiety, and they're like, it was something about anxiety. It was just a joke about anxiety or whatever. Like, anxiety is so normalized nowadays. I don't even know. And I go to the comments, and there are people who are like, why are you making a joke out of this? And they're like, the person replied, and they're like so angry, very aggressive, and basically what they were saying is like, oh, who do you think you are? I suffer with depression and anxiety, so you can't come in here like this is my way to cope, like deal with it. And it really just makes me think a lot about like it makes me laugh honestly because when did it become an excuse? Like when did, making jokes about like really ugly things become like normal or become like a something that can be justified? Like when, like what, when? And I understand that you're going through mental illness. I mean, I've gone through things. I have anxiety and a bunch of other crap. I don't even think I should say that, but like yeah, I've gone through crap. But like, why would that be an excuse for me to like make a joke out of it? Like we all know that coping mechanisms aren't healthy. So like, you're saying it's a coping mechanism. Coping mechanisms aren't healthy. Only this coping mechanism has one thing that most coping mechanisms don't have, and it's that you're putting other people into it. Like you're spreading the negativity around, you know? And like then you could go and say, "Oh, it's a joke. Like it's funny, It's not like we're not being negative. You're not trying to be negative." But the thing is you are because it's like a picture. Like you can put a filter on it. It's just going to change kind of like the ambience of the whole picture, but it's still the same picture. It's the same thing with the joke. Like it's still sending a negative message, You're still saying you want to kill yourself. You're still saying you're like not eating. You're still sending really unhealthy messages. It's not an excuse. And like my main issue with it is that you're not only doing this like to cope with like personally, it's not a personal thing. You're also sending these messages to other people, and when I see these things, especially like the eating disorder memes and stuff like that, you get ideas, It's like, oh, but you're still feeding your brain like really negative stuff. So like when I see those people saying like, oh, I have this, I have that, and it's like, this is my way of coping, deal with it. Like, it's a really immature and I wouldn't even go as far as to say ignorant response. Because if you know exactly what this is, like if you know how bad it is, why would you go and do something like that? Like, doesn't make sense to me, you know? Eating disorder and depression and anxiety is not a fun thing, and I don't think it's joke worthy, It's not something that should be put into a joke, because no matter how funny it is or no matter how chill it is, it's still talking about something that's really, really hard, and it's really hard to struggle. Like it's such a struggle. And like I said, like I've gone through those things. But I'm not gonna go around and post things that can negatively influence other people. Like I said, it doesn't matter if it's a joke. You're still sending a message, You're still saying you starve yourself. You're still saying you cut yourself. You're still saying all these things. So all I want to say is coping mechanisms aren't healthy. And this is just one of them, This humor is just one of them. So my opinion is that people should think a little bit more before posting that kind of content. And that, having a mental illness isn't an excuse to do that, because it's unhealthy. That's it. If you disagree, I'm sorry. It's just my opinion. I'm not trying to, tell you that you should think the same way, but that's just what I think. Well, anyways, tell me what you think in the comments. First rant video.